Uh, Hello everyone, welcome to this problem solving session. We'll start today solving the week 6 problem. So today we will solve week 6 problem. Uh, if you have any doubt regarding previous class, then you can ask any doubt related to previous class. I will wait for some time till we start this today's session. Okay, if there are no doubts, then let's start. So, I will be talking little slow because I am not feeling well. I have some cough and coughing problems. So, yeah, please bear with that. First problem talks about uh, what is the value of Fermi window function. So basically, what is the Fermi function? Fermi window function. So if we talk about this current equation, that is basically equals to 2q square by uh, 2q by h gamma of e pi d of e by 2 f1 minus f2. So this f1 minus f2 is basically your window function. So in the case of if we evaluate that function uh, with the ballistic transport case, if we plot this Fermi window functions versus e minus mu by kt, then we will get this kind of plot. So it will be like this. Sorry. So it will be like this, goes up and then goes down. So this is the uh, at E equals to EF, or if we plot E minus mu by kt versus, then this is E equals to mu or EF, then this is E minus mu by kt is 0, then the value of this function is uh, uh, then this is around multiplied by uh, 1 by 4 kbt. Okay, so if we uh, so this is if we plot this area of this curve is 1, and this function is 4 by df by de minus, if we put this area as 1, so area of this total curve is 1, then it will come out as 1 by uh, 1 by 4 pi 4 kbt. So that is second answer will be correct. Okay, so if there are doubt in this problem, then we can discuss, or if there are no doubt, then we can move further. Okay, so the next problem, so the area under the Fermi function Fermi window is dash, and the Fermi window takes the uh, something at temperature. Okay, so basically so Fermi window function is basically f1 minus f2, which is near equilibrium case, that is equals to minus df by de. So if we talk about if we take this Fermi function, so at temperature T equals to 0, it looks like this. So as the temperature is increased, it will become like this. So so uh, so So the area under this curve. So the slope of this function is basically, we need to calculate the slope of this function. So uh, so the Fermi function slope, in the near equilibrium case, the window function is given as the slope of this function. If we calculate the slope, then it will become like this. So at very less value, at e very less than compared to ef, slope will be 0. At e very greater compared to ef, slope will be 0, and in between it will be maximum. So it will be like this. So as the temperature reduce, then this peak start like this at the limit. As the limit temperature tends to 0 Kelvin, this will become a delta function, and the area under this curve is constant, that is 1, which is the area under the delta function. Okay, so if there are doubts in this problem, then we can discuss, or if you don't have a doubt, then let's move to next problem. So so then next problem talks about, for a device with channel length of 80 nanometers, the number of mode available at the Fermi level is 40. The resistance of this channel at t equals to 0 Kelvin is. So basically the resistance at resistance basically, so if we calculate the conductance, so basically ballistic conductance is basically 2q square by h m of e, and this 2q square is 1 by 12.9 kilo ohm. Okay, so this resistance, ballistic resistance, will be equals to 12.9 k divided by m of e. So now in our case, uh, it will be equals to uh, if we multiply this this by t of e times uh, m of e, m of 2d e. So m of 2d e basically we can define as uh, m of 2d number of modes is given as at Fermi level, so NEF. So m of 2d EF is 40. So now if we calculate, then it will be equals to this 25 by 25 plus uh, 80. So this multiply by 40. Okay, so now it will become so now it will become 25 by uh, 105, which is approximately equal to 1 by 4, and this will get cancelled, so it will, in the denominator it will be factor of 10. So this resistance will be 12.5 k divided by 10, which will be equals to 1.25 or 1.3. If you calculate exactly, then it will come around this 1.354. 1 1.2. Hmm. So next problem, if we in a 2D ballistic channel of width 50 nanometer, what is the number of conduction modes available as 0.5 electron volt over the conduction band. So basically number of modes m of E above the conduction band is equals to W times m of 2dE, which is equals to W times uh, 2m star E minus EC by pi h star, pi h bar. So if we put the value of W, which is equals to 50 nanometer, so we can put the unit. So it will be 50 into 10 to the 1 minus 7 centimeter. Then we can put the value of m star as 1.808 m naught. 2 times 1.08 m naught is 9.1 into 10 to the minus 31. Then E minus EC is 0.5 electron volt. So 0.5 into 1.6 into 10 to the minus 90. And then pi h bar. So if we put the value of h bar, then if you solve correctly, then you will find that answer correct is 59, which is the first option. So this is fairly simple. So mm next let's move to next problem. So the charge carrier density of 2D channel is given by a width of 1 micron at t equals to 0 Kelvin is given by this. The calculate the total number of modes in the channel. So basically total number of modes m of E is in the channel equals to W times m of 2dE, and which is equals to uh, W times square root of 2ns by pi. So mm, yeah, so now if we put the 1 micron 1 into 10 to the minus 4 centimeter multiply by 2 times ns is zero point 0.5 into 10 to the minus 10 divide by uh, it will be equals to pi. So now it will become 1 into 10 to the minus 4 multiply by 10 to the minus 5 and 10 to the power plus 5, and this multiply by 1 by square root of pi, which will be equals to around 0.56. So it will become 5.6. So approximately we can take as 5. So uh, yeah, so because the number of modes are integer, so we can take. So yeah, so if that is very straightforward questions. Uh, Next question: a non-degenerate something doped semiconductor is characterized by non-degenerate semiconductor. Basically, in the non-degenerate semiconductor, if you dope it very lightly or moderately, then your this is EI level, so your Fermi level is closer to the EI level. So the this EF minus EC is very less than is if Fermi level is far deep into the intrinsic Fermi level. So this we can say that the separation between the conduction band and the Fermi level is very large, or we can say EF. We can say EF is very less than compared to EC. So we can write EF minus EC is very less compared to 0, or EF minus EC by KBT is very less compared to 0, and this is moderate or lightly doped semiconductor. So the correct option is fourth option. So uh, yeah, so this integral. So in the next problem, it is asked evaluate the integral this one for when EF minus EC is very less compared to 0. Basically, it's moderately doped semiconductor. So in moderately doped semiconductor, this this is a Fermi direct function. Okay, so the in the moderately doped semiconductor, the Fermi direct function f of j eta, it will become exponential of eta f. Okay, it will directly simplify. So basically, so now this eta f is basically ef minus ec by kbt. So we can write directly, this function will become this second option. Okay. Yeah. So now next problem. Consider a ballistic channel having current I equals to gamma I this. When the voltage applied here, when a voltage V is applied here, F1 minus F2. So uh, this is basically uh, Fermi window function. Is this equation is true only when there is uh, when their other assumption was like the uh, Fermi levels of this F1 minus F2 was far away. Okay, so then that is possible only if we apply a very low bias condition. Okay, so if the uh, EF1 minus EF2 is equals to Q times V, and that is very less compared to your EF1. Okay, so so but this temperature is not a restriction, so any temperature at low bias this condition is true. So next problem, consider the conduction in the ballistic region. Consider the conduction in the ballistic and diffusive channel. Which of the following is true? Okay, so basically the conduction GB is equals to 2q square by h, uh, integral of integral of yeah, so integral of tau of e m of e f1 minus f2 de by integral of minus d f1 minus f2 de. So in case of ballistic, this tau of e will become 1 and the conduction will be maximum, and in the case of diffusive transport this factor is less than 1. So this factor is less than 1, so this overall conductance will reduce. So we can say that safely we can say that GB is greater than or equals to GD, because this tau of A is less than equals to 1. So we can write this, this first option will be the correct in this. So now this is the last problem. Yeah, so determine the value of t from this. So basically it's like a derivative order. So yeah, so now if we like this final function is this, so and I is given as this, and we know the at if we take the derivative of Fermi direct function of order n, if we take derivative of Fermi direct function of order a n j, then it will become one less order, so f of j minus 1 n. So this finally if we start derivating this function, so this is basically the sixth order function. So this to make this to this function to reduce the order by 6, then we need to derivative by 6 order. Okay, so then it will become a plus 6 will reduce to uh, this a plus 7 will be equals to a plus 1. So we need to reduce it by y factor of 6. So then we need to take the derivative by, because this f of j will change from one order. Here this gamma will come as a the j factor will come in the gamma j plus 1. Okay, so now if we reduce to this a order, then we need to take the derivative for 6 times. Okay, so this was the last problem for today's. If you have any doubt, then you can ask, or otherwise we can end this session. Thank you so much for listening, and we will meet uh, same time, same place next week. Yeah.